Okay, I know this might sound a little unexpected, but there are actually quite a few reasons why I find the potential Jean-Philippe Mateta transfer really compelling. And it's not just about how he strengthens the team on the pitch. I wanted to talk through some of those thoughts with the Liverpool community and everyone else tuning in to get a broader sense of where we all stand on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you make of these rumors? How do you think it shifts our summer plans? And where could he realistically slot into the current squad? Before we get into the thick of it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this type of Liverpool-focused content. It really helps the channel out and keeps the conversations going. Now, there are a few interesting discussions we'll probably be having over the coming days and weeks, and I think Mateta might end up being right at the center of some of those. Last season, he hit 14 goals from an expected goals tally of around the same, with 2 assists matching his expected assists output in the Premier League. Statistically, that's solid. But more importantly, he passes the eye test, and he passes it very well. I remember when Arsenal were linked with him, and even Manchester United at one point. That was when I really began to notice his game more deeply. It was clear this guy ticks a lot of the boxes Liverpool tend to prioritize. He's Premier League proven, has a respectable goal return, and is versatile across the front line. While he mainly operates centrally, he's comfortable drifting wide and involving others in play. His awareness of teammates' positioning is impressive, and he has that eye for finding wide runners like Salah or Eze at Palace. Now, I get it. $60 million sounds steep. If that figure is in euros, I can stomach it. If it's pounds, that's when the questions begin. But logically, there are strong reasons behind a potential move for Mateta, especially if our main striker targets aren't available this window. Isak is the obvious one. But this summer, he just doesn't look available. Could we be running a smokescreen? Maybe. When new names like Mateta surface, it often means other movements are happening in the background. Think of Mateta as someone who brings a lot to the table beyond goals. He's a powerful dribbler, great at ball progression, and strong in physical duels. His ceiling? Still not fully hit. He's creative, mobile, and his runs are often perfectly timed. You can imagine him in a Liverpool shirt, feeding off creative players and forming combinations like he has at Palace. And let's be honest, right now, we don't have a truly proven Premier League striker. With Jota's tragic passing, again, rest in peace. There's a clear and present need for someone to step into that void. Jota brought energy, intelligence, ball carrying, and a humble mindset. We're not looking to replace him directly. You can't. But we do need to complement the squad in his absence, especially if we're moving players like Diaz or Nunez. Mateta offers something unique. He's more creative than you'd expect from a big number 9, and at 6'4", he might seem awkward, but he's actually quite graceful. Charismatic on the ball, clever in his improvisation, and capable of moments of brilliance. That improvisational quality? Liverpool love it. We saw it in Mane, Firmino, and Salah. That spark outside of the system. So maybe Mateta isn't just succeeding because of Palace's system. Maybe he's succeeding despite it. That's the kind of player Liverpool tend to gravitate toward. We saw something similar with Darwin Nunez, who recently started again for us. He had good moments, sure, but does he truly match the profile of striker we need to win the league? I'm not convinced. We're likely evolving our attacking model, maybe into something more akin to Mateta's profile than Nunez's. Slot didn't have an overly prolific striker at Feyenoord, but he had one that was smart, consistent, and excellent in combination play. That's what Mateta could bring. And remember, this recruitment team often identifies a type, say Isak, and then finds someone else who ticks similar boxes. There's also that fascinating anecdote from Ian Graham on the How to Win the Premier League podcast. Today, if they do pursue a big striker, it's because that striker brings much more to the table than just height. Mateta, he definitely fits that mold. Now, the age question. Mateta is 28. That's outside the ideal investment window for FSG-era Liverpool. For that reason alone, he may not be worth the full £60 million, but I still think he remains on our radar. Why? Because he could be a short-term option, a rotation piece, or even part of a broader negotiation strategy with Palace, helping them secure more value elsewhere while we secure grey area benefits in return. It's also possible we're using this interest as cover for another deal. The Palace links, the meeting in Paris, all of it might be a smokescreen. But honestly, if we do land Mateta, I wouldn't hate it. He could absolutely be part of a competitive Liverpool squad, starting games, offering a strong and adaptable option. And if he performs well, he's still resellable. You could flip him back to a League One or Serie A club in a year or two and still get decent value. So yeah, I like him. I think he reflects the kind of creative thinking this recruitment team is known for. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are we really going for him? Is it a bluff? Would you take him? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed for more deep dive Liverpool content.